What's going on, everyone? Today I'm going to take you guys on a current walkthrough build of my 2021 Ram 2500 Moose build. Alright, you guys, it is a little bit windy here, so try to bear with me. But so yeah, this is just going to be a small little walk around build of what so far I've done to the Moose build. So like the video intro says, this is a 2021 Laramie level 2, which means it's got more of the nicer stuff, you know. I did build this from the factory, so I pretty much spent, you know, tons and tons of hours on the builder trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do, and finally came up with this. So I'll take you on my current mods, I guess mods list you could say, and then we'll talk about some of the things I'm going to do to it in the future. So up front, there's nothing too crazy right now. Just waiting on my AEV bumper to get done being built from them. You can see here I put two Baja Designs LP9 Pros. This is a combo, so that it does have the three smaller bulbs, like a wide pattern, and then we do the high mode, there's like cornering lights and everything comes on, so it's pretty these things are pretty amazing. Next thing down here, this is just a film by Laminx, I believe it's called, to turn my cornering lights into amber. So if you don't know, these act as like a wide cornering light, so they're also your fog lights. So they do have a very wide pattern, so it pretty much goes out straight in front of you all the way out to like almost a 90-degree split on the side here, which is pretty nice. So you know, I will be keeping these with the AEV bumper because you can see it's got two of my sensors here, but these will be staying, so I decided to go ahead and put that film on and get some practical use out of them. So as I'm walking around, I'll kind of talk about some of the things I will be switching out. So I've already done a lot of the badging to black, getting rid of all of this chrome, because unfortunately with the RV walnut match paint job and the inside, which I'll show you guys later, I had to do all this lovely chrome. And I could have got the bumper color match, but I didn't want to pay extra money because I knew we'd be swapping it out. But had I known that lead times would turn so crazy, I probably would have done it for now, because all this chrome kind of drives me nuts. But Anyway, the bumper's getting changed out, so the trim pieces around the grill will be getting color matched to the truck, and then the grill itself will be just black. So I have those coming. Who knows when those will get here too. I thought about switching to the night headlights eventually. These are just the standard ones. Hopefully they don't look too bad, because I do really like how this is like a daytime running light. I wish the actual light bulbs wouldn't come on for the daytime running lights, but it is what it is. So up here you can see I got the 2500 heavy duty badge in the black, as well as the Cummins badge, as well as the Ram. And then probably one of my favorite additions is this Hell Moose badge. Of course, this is called the Moose badge, so when I found these on one of my Ram pages, I had to order these. So probably most notably one of the mods is the 40-inch tires. Now, in order to make these fit, I did a whole separate video on that, but I'll give you guys the gist of it. Basically, you need to get these fender flares from FabFours that come in 2 different styles. I have the style with the optional little flare piece right here. Then you need to get a leveling kit, and then you can pretty much run 40s. They do have like recommendations, but my wheel and tire combos in that video. But these are 40-inch Milestar Patagonia NTs. So far, really loving this tire, and the wheels are 17-inch. It's the Mayhem Voyager series in the dark bronze, and I think it complements the look of the truck very nicely. Just got some of the factory running boards, nothing crazy over here. I'm hopefully going to be swapping these out for some rock sliders eventually. Did put the social media tags up here, well, some of them. I do have to fix this one, because if you guys notice, the Instagram one is supposed to be over here, but I did fix the Instagram handle to the 07's gone, and now it's just 2 underscores, so it actually says Rub Outdoors. With no numbers, but yeah. As far as the mirrors, yeah, I know it's probably gonna get a lot of hate, have them up, whatever. This is the way I like it. But I just think for these, I'm just gonna have them wrapped in either black or the same color match as the truck. But to give you guys an idea, you know, you have like this super wide cornering here, and you also have just like a normal mirror here. So when they're folded downwards, I feel like this one is kind of obsolete, because, you know, why would I really need to check up and down when I could easily do that with this? And plus, when I make turns, this allows me to see people that are out way farther than like in my blind spots and stuff. Of course, back here did have to add the logo to the rear quarter panel. That's on both sides here. And then I have one of the newer Uptop Overland adaptive full-size bed racks. You can get these for like some of the 1500s and whatnot. They make them for Chevy, Ram, Fords, pretty sure the Nissan and the Tundras, but don't quote me on that. Pretty much the only thing that's newer on these are these new panels. They're pretty sweet. I like them a lot. I know a couple people that have the Uptop bed rack that just have the older system. I think these are a lot nicer. So mounted on here, and not the way that they properly should be, but I have a couple Auctiontrax. These are the extreme ones that have the nice metal prongs. If you notice, I did destroy my Max Trax by my own stupidity. I haven't gotten to test these things out yet, but I'm sure once I actually get the suspension in, I will definitely be going some places that I can try these things out. So up top is the same CVT tent that I had with the Rebel. It's that Mount Rainier in the green and brown color. I absolutely love this tent. I've used it a ton, and makes it even better with this truck, because now I can use more of the full annex room that comes down, because the tent's up a lot higher. Just got this all top Overland equipment. It's kind of like a little bit cheaper trasheroo. I did get this one on Amazon. Nice thing is it has this like reflective strip here, and then this thing's pretty heavy duty. I mean, I like it so far. I haven't really gotten to use it yet, but got a couple trips next week, and actually the color fall run that I'll be going on, that I'll definitely be using that. And then for my spare tire carrier, this was made by my friend over at New Holland Overland. That's his logo there. I'll be sure to link his page. He's got a pretty sweet decked out Tacoma that he's done. For badging, you can also see he replaced the 4x4 one over here. The Laramie, I just kind of left how it is. I guess you can get these black, but I don't think it looks bad like that with a little trim. You can see it's kind of like, I don't know what you want to call this, like material here on the edges, but I think it looks pretty cool. Taillights, I think I'm just going to leave these for now. Hopefully I'll swap both taillights and headlights to the night edition ones. Over here I still have my CVT 79-inch awning. This is in that same green color as the tent. I did keep all this stuff from the Rebel. So this is probably one of my favorite things that I've done. It's usually right here there's like the ram head, whatever you want to call it, and I replaced this with a custom 3D printed thing of my logo, and I think it looks really nice here. So up here you can see I've attached a couple racks here. I haven't really know what I was going to use these for. I just found these nettings laying around that I got for the Rebel to use with the ram boxes, but they ended up being too big. I did have these underneath the Diamondback for the longest time, but I figured I could put, like, I don't know, maybe some tarps or fishing poles or something like that under there. So in the bed of the truck, hopefully you guys can see this well, I have the full Icky Concepts Moly bed panels. I did just release a whole separate video on these, so I'll go ahead and tag that up above, but you can see here I just have a couple things mounted. Axe, shovel, fire extinguisher, got my water can back there with some leveling blocks, and then of course, because this truck is up there and it's not even lifted yet, it just makes it easier for both me and Caitlin to get in the bed of the truck, that little steps with her. So in that Milwaukee box I have all my recovery gear, and then I have some diesel fuel over there. This is one of the Roto Packs mounts that Icky Concepts makes. I think what I'm going to do here, I have like a red, whatever the smaller ones of the Roto Packs are, I think I'm going to put DEF in that, so that way I'll be able to have DEF, diesel, and water on board. But I have some other different things that are going to be coming from the back of the bed here too that I'll be sure to share with you guys when that time comes. So inside the truck I do have the big Uconnect screen. Like I said, this is a Laramie level 2, so it's pretty nice on the interior here. Down here I do have 6 aux switches that are built in, so like for right now I just have the LP9s low, high, and this is the amber backlighting. I will be getting 2 more LP9s in the ambers, same thing, I'll do low, high, and then this one I think I'm going to leave for the ditch lights whenever those come. But one thing that really pushed me to get a 21 over some of the other ones is the off-road pages mode. I'm trying to do this. I know the seats are like crazy light colors. I'm waiting for my new seat covers to come in because as you know I have 5 dogs, and this light tan seat is not going to last very long with all of them. So one thing that's cool here, you can see when if I turn my wheel, it'll tell you like your articulation, your different drive lengths. Actually down here it tells you like your GPS coordinates. You have like all your different accessory gauges here, and this is probably the most useful one, is the pitch and roll. So as you know, having a rooftop tent, you want to be as level as you can, so this with the leveling blocks really helps out. You can also do all this kind of stuff in this little screen up here. See if I can't scroll through and find it. Yeah, so like you can either pitch and roll on your little one or like your drivetrain. Yeah, this does have the big, you know, drive, whatever, big GPS mode. There we go. So for all the other nerds like me out there, I'm sure you've caught on to this already, but via my Apple CarPlay mode, I'm sure you guys will realize that that's a Warthog from Halo, so I do have Master Chief's voice whenever I'm navigating somewhere, so it's pretty cool. Little nerd like me, you know. Up here I do have my moose who's supposed to be standing, but I gotta glue him in. I do have a RAM mount that I just put here for my phone case. And then, yeah, all different gauges and stuff here. Nothing too crazy, all the practical stuff. So down on both sides of my middle console here, New Holland Overland also made me some of these Moly panels. I'm not 100% sure. I have some ideas of what I want to mount over here. But on the other side I have just a holster and some magazines for my handgun. And in here I usually keep my Rebel Outdoors flag, but this is my old truck flag, ironically named the Warthog. Let's come in the back here. I also have Gray Man Tactical panels on both sides. That's got all the fun. That's the fun side, as you guys can see. Just have my IFAK, you know, spare mag, just some other stuff attached to it. Gas mask from Mira safety. And yeah. So probably the only regret I have ordering this truck is I debated for the longest time if I wanted to do a crew cab like the Rebel or if I wanted to upgrade to the mega cab. Now looking back on it, I do have 5 dogs, so having the mega cab was ideally for that. Plus just the amount of stuff that you can have in the back here, seeing how the bed of the truck is more open. I know there's like dudes can like string up tarps and, you know, do all kinds of stuff, but it just isn't the same as having everything within the cab of your truck within reach also. Most times I do see myself being like, man, I wish I got a mega cab, but that would have added 10 more inches to an already not so great breakover angle. But you know, hey, that's the full size Overland life right there. Alright guys, so that pretty much wraps this up. Let me know what you think down below. I do have all kinds of different things coming for this truck. It is by nowhere means completed. Recently I'm just waiting on my AEV bumper as well as the Carly pin top lift, the full system that's like 3 1/4 or something like that. So be sure to stay tuned for all that good stuff. I did just get these new shirts. They're super comfortable. And then this coffee print, whatever you want to call it, is actually printed on versus the other shirts. I noticed it would peel off a lot. But alright guys, let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions or anything like that, I'm always open to it. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share with your friends. We'll catch you guys in the next one.